Hello and welcome back to another tutorial for the 2D RPG kit. This time I will go over how to set up interactable NPCs. We are still in the home scene from the last tutorial, so let's start by right-clicking the hierarchy to reveal the game object context menu, and under 2D RPG kit we have the NPC component that we can add to our scene and place anywhere we want. Taking a look at the game object in the hierarchy, we can see that there is a head component with a sprite renderer, and from here we can choose another sprite to replace this NPC's head with another sprite. You can do the same with the body via the parent component to differently combine each part. And now in the dialog component of the NPC, under dialog lines, we can specify the dialog with this NPC. In this case, we have two lines where we reserved one of them to display the name of this NPC marked with a double slash. The next line is the actual spoken words, and you can expand the dialog to any length you want. And under activation, this NPC is set to activate the dialog on button press. So let's quickly check how this looks in the game. When we approach the NPC and press the action button, we will trigger the dialog, where we also have the correct name displayed as assigned in the dialog script, and also the spoken words. You can also activate the dialog on awake in cutscenes, for example, and give it a slight delay before it actually shows up. And in this case, make sure that the NPC collider is stretched across the map so that the player is spawned inside the trigger and activates the dialog. When we test now, you can see that the dialog opens after the specified delay. Let's revert these changes for now and make the dialog appear on button press again. And further down, under receive settings, we can make the NPC give items or gold to the player. And items can simply be dragged and dropped from the items prefab folder. But for now, let's make the NPC give us some gold instead. If we test the game now, we can see in the menu that we currently hold 100 gold. And after talking to the NPC, we can confirm that we now have 10 gold more than before. Additionally, the script automatically deactivated the give gold flag to prevent from receiving gold multiple times by talking to the NPC again. And next we can add a shopkeeper. Let's place him here and give him a little desk. The shopkeeper is just a variation of the NPC and configured to open the shop menu. He is configured to show shopkeeper inside the name label and to welcome the player. He also activates on button press and is flagged as shop. Here under items for sale, we can specify up to 10 items that are for sale. Just enter the names of the items to be the same from your item prefabs. But make sure that the spelling actually is the same with the name within the items prefab. And with this setup, we can now test the shopkeeper. Oh, but I forgot something. We should make sure that this trigger zone actually reaches over the desk so we can actually activate him. So now the shopkeeper greets us according to the dialog script, and after that activates the shop menu where we can now buy all specified items. And taking a look at the sell options, we can here see that we can sell all consumable items from our inventory as well as the equipment. Lastly, let's add an Innkeeper the same way through the game object context menu. And his collider is already extended, so let's give him a desk as well. And maybe extend the collider a bit further. And the Innkeeper also has a dialog script attached. Checking it, we can see the welcoming message, activation on button press, and that this NPC is flagged as an inn. One night costs 50 gold, so let's hit play and test this out. So we have the Innkeeper welcome message and the inn menu. Here we can confirm that we would like to stay for the specified price. And afterwards the Innkeeper says goodbye, which is specified here in the dialog script. And now let's check the menu. And we can see that we now only have 50 gold. And the party was already full in health, but staying a night will completely, of course, heal the whole party. And that's it for the NPC tutorial. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more tutorials and updates.